What's up, gamers? It's Bobby Buckets back with another episode of Soda Dungeon. So, in this episode, I'm going to show you guys how to beat level 3500 Deora. If you remember from my video on how to beat level 500, it's basically the same thing, but this will go over a little bit of the equipment that you should use and relics that you should have leveled up in order to beat the boss. So like last time, we're going to have a party of 5 healers. If you're at level 3500, you should be able to have all of this equipment. So for the armor, we're going to use dragon armor because it reduces damage taken and has a 25% chance to evade. So that's the best for, it's probably the best defensive armor that you can get compared to all these other ones. For the weapon, we're still going to use the fork because even though it was nerfed down to 75% critical and 300% damage, it's still stronger than any of the other weapons in the game, especially since the Reaper, it has a 20% chance to instant kill but doesn't work on bosses. So then for our shield, it's a dragon shield, gives 20% chance for critical, or 20% added to critical damage and 40% damage reflection. And the most important part about this equip is it makes you immune to status effects, so you can't fall asleep or get burned or poisoned or anything like that. And then for our held item, we're going to use Femora's Feather, which gives 20% damage reduction and 5% chance to evade. So in case you get hit by mobs on the way to Deora, you'll be okay. And that should be it. We'll look at the relics. Primarily for this run, you're going to want to have fairly high on your attack relic and fairly high on your HP relic because damage you do to Deora is based on how much HP you have. So the higher your HP, the more damage you'll do. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm hoping not to get ambushed because if I do, there's a good chance one of my people will die. Let's see. Really, the only way that one of your guys will die is if they get hit twice in one round, because otherwise they will automatically heal each other. So, as you can see, they're hitting pretty high for melee damage, especially since my priest relic is only leveled 20, I think. But pretty much the only thing that you have to worry about, at least on the way there, is getting ambushed, or you can usually only kill 1 or 2 of the mobs at once. So if 2 of them go for the same guy, then he'll die. But basically, once you get to Deora, even if you've lost 1 or 2 characters, it shouldn't be too big of a deal because she only does between like 150 and 300 damage, so there's no way that your guys can die in one turn, even if you get hit by Deora and 2 of the minions. So, doing pretty well so far. None of my guys have gotten attacked twice, so I'm safe for now. And that one's done. So, hopefully this will go pretty quickly. The main thing, if you don't have the dragon shield, that little guy in the bottom right or that guy in the bottom left will try to put you to sleep, and if that happens, it'll take quite a few turns to get out of the sleep, which really messes you up. So that's why we have the dragon shield to prevent that. And also our equips to raise avoidability so that if you get attacked by 2 different mobs, there's a chance that you will survive because you have a higher chance to avoid. It actually also helps whenever they try to put you to sleep, since it doesn't take away any damage, and you automatically avoid it. So, trying to hurry up. Let's see. This is the level before Deora, so it should go pretty quickly. Okay. Oh, gotta turn off auto attack. Now we're going to use our main heal attack, so that'll do the same amount of damage as the amount of HP that we have. She's going to summon her minions, but they only do 43 damage, and damage gets reflected onto them. So you really don't even need to worry about healing your guys unless somebody happens to get really low. And fortunately, my HP recovery is high enough that I usually recover more HP after a round than I take during the entire round. So if your HP recovery relic is high enough, or if you're using a pet that gives HP recovery, then you really don't need to worry about dying, especially if you avoid Deora's attack, which makes it pretty easy. If you do have lower HP and are worried about Deora's attack, you can use the far right heal, which will kill off both of the minions. So you probably only need to do that once or twice. It'll kill off both of the minions, and that way Deora will just have to summon, and she won't attack. They'll be the only ones that are attacking. It might take a little while to beat her, depending on how much HP you have and what your HP recovery relic is, but this should go pretty quickly since my HP relics, I think it's over level 100, it might be level 90, but aside from fighting Deora, you don't really need to level up your HP relic, because with Dark Mages, when they use Necroblast, they can basically one-hit any mob that you encounter, and if you get your MP and your Dark Mage relic and your magic attack relic high enough, your 3 Dark Mages will be able to kill 3 or 4 mobs in 3 attacks. So I'll probably do a newer video on the best lineups for pre-Warrior Dimension, and then the best lineups for the Warrior Dimension. I did cover a lot of best lineup for the Warrior Dimension when I did my video on levels 700 to 1500. I'll probably do one for levels 3700 to 4500, because by that time I should be getting quite a bit of gold from each level. I've been looking at Soda Dungeon's Reddit, because the developer actually runs a Soda Dungeon Reddit, and there are people up in the 15,000s that are getting like 1 billion gold per 10 minutes, so eventually I should be getting towards that point. I think the developer is working on adding some features, because some of the more experienced players are getting a little bored of the game, because basically once you get past level 1000, you don't really have much to look forward to, since there aren't any better legendary items. You basically stop getting new legendary items after level 8 or 900. So he should be adding some sort of level system for legendary and rare items, and hopefully make the achievements a little more challenging, since most of them just happen randomly. Alright, there we go. So that's how you beat level 3500 Deora. We got 581,000 gold from that. Got to finish off those guys, and then we're done. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if there are any videos that you would like me to cover down in the comments section, and I'll see you guys next time.